On the Market, sponsored by First Community Mortgage.
We've reported that following the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, mortgage rates have dipped. Some experts say the bank collapses would have to change consumer confidence, consumer behavior in order to have a lasting impact on rates. Ryan Kiefer with First Community Mortgage joins us with the impact on the local housing market. So Ryan, are we seeing any trickle-down effect here?
We had a little bit of a trickle down, when the news was first announced, over the weekend. It was a surprise to most that, all of a sudden we have a classic run on some banks, here in our country. And, Fed had to stop and rescue them. Now it seems to be spreading over to Europe, as we're hearing. So, we often joke that, sometimes in the mortgage business, we're sort of like the morticians of the economy. So sometimes, meaning bad news can be good news for mortgage rates, because what happens is stock market sells off, as we heard earlier, market's off a little bit last couple of days, which means money goes into bonds, which it's an inverse relationship that drives interest rates down. So good news for would-be home buyers right now as we head into the spring market. And
speaking of the spring market, obviously time for growth. How is the housing market here? Is it a good time for buyers, good time for sellers?
It's a good time for both. Maybe a little bit more of a good time for sellers. It's been a few weeks since I've been on, and it's amazing how the market has turned all of a sudden. We are right in the thick of it again, the midst of the spring purchase market. It's heated back up. We are seeing multiple offers come back. I think we might have a graphic here as well that kind of shows, how real estate has held up, and held the test of time. And call it betting against the champ here. If you look, over the last, 81 years or so, 73 of those years, real estate has been up in value, and we expect that to continue just because the story continues to be there's a lack of inventory out there. Still not enough homes for sale. Still more home buyers than sellers. Now that will hopefully improve as interest rates start to come down, because we'll have more sellers willing to trade in that 3 or 4% interest rate that they got a couple years ago as rates come down.
All right, Ryan Kiefer, thanks for that information. Kyle.